Here they are, ladies and gentlemen. They call themselves the Pure Blondes. You have the creator of champions, Ruby Raye, and the wild child, the king of Silver City, James Sly Silver.
Bit of unique ring gear for James Silver tonight. You see the saw blades.
This is a massive opportunity for the former Sly guy. He is stepping into the ring with one of the most decorated performers in PCW history.
He's gonna have to face the difference.
As far as I'm concerned, the difference's time has been and gone, and it's time for everyone to get on the Silver City hype train.
I'm in awe. I don't know what to say. For the first time tonight, I'm bloody speechless.
Jesse, listen.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
The mantra of this man, he wants you to respect him. He wants you to listen.
I do respect him. I do respect the fact that he's been a veteran for oh so long, you know?
Look, there's been a lot of heated words thrown back and forth throughout this rivalry so far, and tonight it all comes to a head. Who's going to stand tall? The veteran or the new kid on the block? Gotta be real. My money is on James Sly Silver.
Looks like this audience has a different opinion to you, Rocco.
Look, despite everything Trikki's had to say about Ruby Raye and her managerial skills, she has lit a fire underneath this young man.
She's been managing for so long. You can bet Ruby Raye's been teaching James Silver some new techniques. The Pure Blonde versus the Difference, and here we go. This matchup is officially underway. Big shoving contest, collar elbow tie-up. Keeping this tie-up locked up, very nice. Sly forced to let go of the ropes, being forced to let go of the hold by referee.
Well, I don't think you even noticed there. James Sly actually had a hold of Trikki's ponytail. Smart move. Smart move. The referee did not see it. The referee was calling the end of the hold for the ropes, not the hair.
I didn't say that. Good call. Good call. Trikki now with the headlock. Now pulling the ponytail. That's as plain as anything, really.
Not quite so subtle that time.
Off the ropes. Shoulder block takedown.
Veteran move by James Sly Silver. He's showing that he has learned from the best.
And it looks like Silver's the one who needs the intermission.
It's all right. He's just getting a pep talk from Ruby. Ruby's the creator of champions. Don't let the critics fool you. This woman has trained the best, and she has led the best to championships.
Sly gaining wrist control. Has Trikki down to a knee. But of course, leave it to Trikki to find a way to escape this hold. Nips up. Reverses it into a headlock, resetting.
Look, I gotta say, I'm surprised Trikki turned the clock back. That was like 2007 Trikki all over again.
Trikki D days. Wow!
Very nice. Japanese arm drag.
Almost like a flipping Japanese arm drag. He flipped with him. He only slapped his hands once. We do not consider that as a tap
again
out.
with the ponytail. Ref can't see it. Ref cannot see it.
No, he can't see it. He only thinks that he's holding on to the ropes. Hey, you got to fight fire with fire. You know what I'm saying?
No, that was right in front of the referee. Referee should be admonishing Trikki. Look at this.
He's just simply giving him a receipt. He's simply giving fire with fire.
Blatant cheating. Hey,
you want to see blatant cheating? Now Sly's got the ponytail Trikki again.
No,
now the referee sees it.
He's getting revenge. Trikki drew first blood as far as I'm concerned.
Well, it's just revenge upon revenge. Upon revenge, voice crack aside. Excuse me.
Look at the fire in James Sly Silver's eyes. He knows what this is. Trikki is a former national champion, a former tag team champion, former cruiserweight champion, which is what the Slam title was called back in the day.
That's right.
This man has done it all at professional championship wrestling. And if James Sly Silver beats him tonight, you might as well declare Sly the #1 contender as far as I'm concerned.
It'd be a huge break for Sly, no doubt about it. Right now, it seems to be in complete control of the difference. Breaking the chest.
Across the chest.
See Ruby Raye directing traffic, saying, "This is the man. This is the man to take into the future."
There it is. Welcome to the Silver Side. Look at it. Normally, James, there it is. There it is. Flair. Didn't think we were going to see any of that tonight.
Thank God he doesn't have the Soul Blade on. Thank God.
But you know
Otherwise,
what?
we might be seeing a massacre.
You know what? That's his way of saying, I do not respect you, Trikki. Trikki has had a lot to say about James Sly Silver and Ruby Raye, and James just said to him, if you want to talk trash, get this up here. There it is again.
But keep in mind, that move affects Sly just as much as it does Trikki.
That is pure disrespect.
One of the most blatant forms of disrespect, particularly in this business, is, well...
Trikki having words for Ruby Raye. She is not doing anything illegal. Ruby Raye is just there cheerleading her man, and Trikki being a bully and picking on Ruby Raye.
Yeah, she's keeping her distance and talking trash at the same time. Action taken to the outside. Now Trikki's starting to fight back.
There we go. Great work by Sly, cutting him off. Knife edge chop.
There's another. They need to keep an eye on the referee, though. He's up to a count of 5.
Ruby egging James on, saying harder, hit him harder. Oh my God.
My Lord, if his chest isn't red in the morning, I don't know what's going to do it. He's getting back in the ring, though. Referee's at a count of 7. Again, Ruby Raye just talking more smack. More smack to the veteran Trikki.
Look, as much as I like James Sly Silver, I've got to say, he's starting to look like he's letting the disrespect and the hatred for Trikki get away from him. Trikki is a former champion. There is so much, and there you go. Look at this.
Trying to fight back.
Fighting back. I wouldn't say trying, I'd say succeeding.
Succeeding for a moment. Meanwhile, Trikki sitting off the ropes, Irish whip. Oh! Sit out spine buster. This could do it. Into the cover. Hooks the leg. There's 2 and a kick out.
It's going to take more than that to beat a man like Trikki.
Way more than that. Way more. He just needs to not let the crowd get into his head. He just needs to focus on what Ruby Raye is telling him and just stay on offense.
There it is, getting distracted. Trikki takes the opportunity. Very veteran move there.
Very quickly, they'll just slide, turn it around. Now for another Irish whip. Drops down. Look at this.
Code Red!
Code Red by Trikki! This could do it! It could have it now!
Once again, Trikki turning back the clock.
Man, you want to talk about a blast from the past. Beautiful Code Red by Trikki.
You know what, Jesse? I'm starting to rethink. I was walking into this match tonight saying, hey, Trikki's time in the spotlight is done. It's time for the Silver City Tour. But Trikki proving me wrong.
Oh!
But Sly, once again, I think he might just be too young and too strong.
Well, age is definitely a factor in this matchup, but so is experience. Keep in mind that.
I'm not taking anything away from Trikki. He is an incredibly tenacious.
Another backbreaker, cover, and a kick out at 1.
Look,
not 2, sorry, my bad.
His heart and tenacity might be letting him kick out at 1, but at the end of the day, James Sly Silver is still in control. Heart will only get you so far.
That was a bit of a botch call. That was a kick out at 2. My apologies.
Oh! Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker.
Modified version. He needs to get both shoulders down, and a kick out at 1 again.
There we go.
And look at
Trikki
this.
firing up.
Trikki trying to fight back, and again, a headbutt by James Sly Silver. Raye better be careful. I want to stay out of the way.
Ruby has not laid a hand on Trikki.
She hasn't. I'll give her credit. Not yet, at least. Oh, and there goes the headband. There goes the bandana.
Look
It
at
is
him.
gone.
Trikki's still in the fight, though. He's not laying down. He is fighting.
You want to talk about resilience? Resilience is Trikki personified. You cannot keep a good man down, especially Trikki. He's trying to...
Man's trying to call on the audience.
He's trying to feed off that energy. They're giving it to him.
The audience isn't going to win the fight for him, though. Oh, look at it. Blatant hair pulling.
He's biting the forehead.
He's biting him.
He shouldn't have got rid of the bandana. Otherwise, he'd just be biting material. And again, just charging his back. Back first into the turnbuckle.
Too strong. Too strong.
Oh.
God,
very precarious position. Very precarious. He may be looking to shatter some dreams. Oh no, he got caught. Trikki managed to catch it. What's he have in mind? He's got the leg. What on earth? Oh! Using the referee to his advantage.
That was blatant use of a referee there. As far as I'm concerned, that should be a disqualification.
But he used the referee to catch a picture-perfect neck breaker. Both men are down. Who is going to get up first and maintain the high ground? Both men up.
Ooh.
Nice headbutt by Sly. Went for the right. He missed. And there's a clothesline. And here comes the difference. Nice elbow strike followed by a heel kick.
Shades of Owen Hart with that spinning heel kick.
Beautifully done. Like you said, shades of the late Owen Hart.
Oh!
That, however, is a Trikki original somersault leg drop. Looks like he's going to try and cross the legs.
Ruby has done nothing to this
Trying to go for the difference maker. His version of the sharpshooter. Raye.
Ruby's trying to get in the ring.
Ruby's
What is she
getting in the
doing?
ring. Get her out of there, ref.
What the hell happened there?
What in the world? Sly's tapping. Sly's tapping out, ref. Ref, you're going to need to turn around because James Sly Silver just tapped out.
Did Trikki hit her?
No. No, he did
She
not.
collapsed.
No, I highly doubt that. Give me a break. Oh, and a low blow. Trikki just got nailed right below the belt. That was a blatant setup by Raye and Sly. She's not conscious. Yeah, see? Look at this.
What an amazing recovery by Ruby Raye. She's clearly got her second win.
It's instant recovery. Give me a break.
Come on, Sly. Cover him, Sly. Cover him. Make yourself famous, Sly.
She's gone! And
What?
she's gone! She is out of here! Oh, can't strike the official. You can't do that. Ruby Raye just got sent to the back. So now, the playing field just got a little bit more even. This crowd's serenading the creator of champions as she is forced to go back to the locker room.
This is a blatant misuse of power by your referee.
Are you kidding me? She played dead, and she immediately got back up.
I'm telling you, Trikki hit her.
No, he did not. He was going for the difference maker. He's going for the sharpshooter. And all of a sudden, all that went down. And Sly tapped out. You saw it clear as day. Oh, surely Sly doesn't need Ruby. He can beat this man on his own, right? He's just made contact. He's starting to let the crowd get to him. This is what we warned him about. Trikki's up. The energy is starting to flow. The damage is greatly reduced. And now
sometimes you get that second wind and just you don't register the shots.
He feels no pain, especially when that wind's flowing through. Off the ropes. Huge drop kick by Trikki. I bet the tide has turned significantly. Nice hard
face wash.
Beautiful face wash in the corner. And now he's gonna have the legs stomping in the midsection.
No, that one looked low.
Definitely not. Now he's gonna crisscross the legs. Here it comes. Turn him around. Here comes the difference maker. He's got it. All you gotta do is sit down. He taps. He taps. Trikki wins.
He's holding on the look at this. Look at this. This man should be ashamed of himself. James Sly has tapped out legally and he held on to that move. The referee should reverse his decision.
Oh, will you stop? Trikki gets the win by submission.